Today I'm reacting to Marcus Rashford's watch collection. Marcus Rashford was once England's only hope for success in football. Well, we all know how that turned out. Anyway, there's Johnny. There's a weird voice behind the camera. There's a really weird voice behind the camera.
I'm back.
He's back! Marcus Rashford is a big car collector. I don't know about his watches though, but I did have a small conversation with him on DMs. He did slid in my DMs.
Yeah?
Yes.
What do you say?
I think it was a very brief conversation, to be honest.
You're right, Neymar. Yeah, it's on your...
Hey bro, I watch your videos. Absolute legends. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, not bad. I'm in America. A happy days. Made America's class. And that was the last conversation. But that was my conversation with Marcus Rashford.
You have a mutual friend as well in Scott McTominay.
Scott as well. And I do speak with Scott regularly.
And he told you about Marcus's obsession with watches too.
That is true. That is true. So Marcus, if you watch this video, blame Scott, not me or Johnny. It's Scott McTominay. People have no idea what the we're talking about, don't we? Well, we're gonna look at some insane watches probably. And we're gonna do old time's sake, money timer, money thing. Money counter. First start, 57.19. However, is that a 57.19? Marcus Rashford is wearing, allegedly, a factory set 57.19, which is a Patek Philippe Nautilus set by Patek Philippe with baguette diamonds and other sorts of diamonds. However, I have my doubts that that is factory. I don't think this is factory at all. I actually know, by looking at the photo, that that entire case, including a bracelet, is not legit made by Patek Philippe. Can I move the laptop?
Yeah.
To zoom in? Because...
Manual zoom.
Manual zoom. No, that's just a piece of shit, to be honest. That bezel is wrong, everything is wrong, the case is wrong. This is also not in the 57 range. I think this is more a 5980 that is iced out like DJ Khaled, but this is not factory. Patek Philippe has never made that watch. That watch is complete aftermarket. The case is fake. We can 100% say that the case is fake, and yeah, that's concerning for the rest of the watches. That's $30,000 absolute tops. That's gonna go on the counter. Yeah, $30,000 right there. Aftermarket Nautilus. After Marcus! Johnny is back, ladies and gentlemen. He is back. This is actually a really good example. Patek Philippe Nautilus, 5740, right? That watch is a $150,000 watch, hands down. Patek Philippe Nautilus 5740G, original movement, aftermarket case, 39K USD. They're looking 39K USD for that watch. It's a $150,000 watch. This is a fake watch, which you can buy for 39K. So it's actually common practice. However, there's a real dodgy part in this. That is that certain dealers don't disclose that. Meaning, there's dealers that sell that as a legit 5740 for $150,000. Now I'm wondering if Marcus actually knows that that case was never made by Patek Philippe and that bracelet was never made by Patek Philippe. But we can with 100,000% certainty say that that case is fake. Next watch. Marcus Rashford is wearing an insane Royal Oak. This is an AP Royal Oak open work. There's two special treatments on this watch. Frosted white gold, which is hammered white gold, which literally is hammered. There's like a wee slave sitting there with a hammer and a thing hammering white gold. The Swiss are ruthless. I swear to God, there's literally someone doing this the whole day. That gives it a really insane texture. It looks unbelievable. It literally looks like an iced out watch when you see it in broad daylight. It's insane. As well as that, it's skeletonized, right? Which is special anyway. And I would say that AP is the king of skeletonization in sports watches in general. Knowing that Marcus Rashford cut corners with the first watch, I can't see if this watch is legit or isn't. However, I do believe that a frosted white gold AP can only be factory. The bezel, however, could come from anywhere.
More custom.
As in a Marcus bezel, yeah. I can't see it from here, but assuming this is all legit, this is a $350,000 to $400,000 watch. This is reference number 15412, BC, before Christ, before Marcus. Because
doesn't really work, but
you know what I mean? Like, BC. Sake. Next watch. Really hard to see, but there's only two options really what is possible. It really depends on the strap. I can't really see which one exactly it is. This could be an RM11 Philippe Massa or the Richard Mille RM11 03 in red. You can really see the difference between the two watches from a distance by the strap, but I can't see it because I can't see the strap. So that's a problem. That doesn't make complete sense what I'm saying. The straps are a wee bit different. So with the Philippe Massa, the vents on the strap are straight, and with the 1103, the vents are bent, they're curved. No, they're angled. You know what I mean. However, either one are very special. I would say the RM1103 is significantly better than the Philippe Massa. The Philippe Massa is within the watch world or within the Richard Mille world considered common as However, they say that the Philippe Massa was only produced 50 times. There were hundreds of different variations made of that watch. In my ideal world, I would love it to be the Quartz NTPT Richard Mille 1103, and that would be worth about $300,000 at bare minimum. If it was the Philippe Massa, I would say it would be between $200,000 and $250,000. I can't see it, so it's a very difficult one.
So we're gonna hope it's the first one and put 300 on it?
Yes, yeah, definitely. Marcus Rashford is a man with taste. I hope he's well advised. I'm gonna go for the more expensive one. Before we get into the next watch, make sure you buy your watches at Pride and Pinion. We're authorized dealers of several brands, including Tissot, Hamilton, Garmin, Jules Nardin, and several other brands are being added to that list. It's insane. The future is bright. That's where you buy your watch. And if you want to sell your watch, hit us up, prideandpinion.com right now. I'll wait for it. Thank you. That was my first ever Nautilus. Marcus is wearing my first ever Nautilus. Complete factory, proper 5711 white. I remember I paid $40,000 for that watch. That was crazy.
How much did you sell it for?
50, I think. And then the watch went up to 150. Today, the watch sits at around probably 80 or 90K. I think this is the best variation of the Nautilus, the white face 5711. I want that watch back. I'm gonna save up and sell a few things and make sure that I buy a white 5711. Maybe, Marcus, if you're watching this and you wanna sell that watch, I'm here. Like my mate Matt has his car. I would like his watch. Did you have a girlfriend as well? You could take his girlfriend.
Did you go out with someone from Love Island?
Did he? He has the cars, he has the watches, he has the houses, he has the women. What doesn't he have?
Premier League trophy.
Now that's class. That's unbelievable. Lovely watch, mate. Well done, mate. RM67 Richard Mille. This is the South African runner. I always forget his name.
This is the first ever RM I ever saw. You had it for some reason.
I had this watch a good few years ago, indeed, yeah.
I remember thinking, like, why is this 300k watch made of Velcro?
That was the first RM you've ever seen?
Yeah.
That's one of the best RMs ever created. That watch weighs 42 grams, mate. 42 grams. Do you know how light 42 grams is?
Probably just slightly less than 50.
Jesus, unbelievable watch. I had this exact variation made in collaboration with Johan Blake, the runner. I don't think no, it's not the Johan Blake, it's the it's not Johan Blake, it's, what do you call your man? It's, Wade van Niekerk.
What?
This is the RM6702 made for Wayne van Nieuwkerk. It's a Dutch name, but he's South African and he sprints. But this class, $300,000 on the counter, 42 grams, lad. 42 grams. RM3502, absolutely insane. This is the Rafael Nadal one. What does Rafael Nadal do?
Plays tennis.
Well done.
Did play tennis.
Does he not play anymore?
I think he's retired.
His force, his insane strength and power that he has, because he's super strong, right, can actually damage any watch. If you wear a watch and you hit the ball, same with golf, it could damage a watch. Damage the balance wheel, the rotor, mainspring, it could damage all sorts. Richard Mille has done something special with the RM35. Well, some of the RM35s, the 03 and this one. For an automatic watch to wind, it spins. The rotor spins, right? Can you imagine? Hit the tennis ball really hard. What happens with the rotor? It spins too fast and it could overwind, or it could damage the rotor or the spring that is inside the watch, the mainspring. So there's a button on there called the active or the sports mode button. You press that and then the rotor all of a sudden split in half and it looks like two butterflies. It literally looks like a butterfly. That means that the rotor is not active. So it's not loading up, it's just free spinning, meaning that it's not connected to the watch mechanically. That's insane. I played tennis for the first time there a few days ago.
Why are you wearing a Richard Mille to play tennis?
It's one of those, isn't it? I think they're going for about 600-700K, to be honest. The retail's about 300-400, I believe. Nice. What do you call the designer from Louis Vuitton who passed away? Virgil. This watch was designed by Virgil, copied by Drake, and now copied by Marcus. This is a full aftermarket. Our custom was designed by Virgil, not Van Dijk. This is not a legit watch, but it is legit designed by Virgil. And several other companies, including several jewelers, has replicated that watch. Let me see how much I can buy one for now. I could potentially buy one today. There's only one man that can answer me that question.
Nico?
How are you? If I were to want to buy a Virgil Abloh Patek Philippe, how much would I usually spend?
You couldn't sell it for 20k.
You couldn't sell it for 20k?
No, and they're like, people were asking 100 and 150 at first.
Fucking hell. That's insane. What is the most expensive of them that's ever been sold?
I think I sold one for 130.
Jesus, that wasn't a mad hype, wasn't it?
They were crazy when they came out, but they're not even real.
No. Aftermarket case,
Aftermarket everything, just an original movement from an old Patek.
Crazy. Well, I appreciate that.
No problem.
Cheers, lad. Bye. Next watch is insane. The yellow gold Le Mans. The Le Mans Daytona gets its name from the original name of the Daytona. In 1963, it was actually called the Rolex Le Mans. I think they had a problem with that name, or it didn't flow very well, or there were some legal challenges, but Rolex in the end named it the Rolex Daytona. However, if we're just frank and honest here, this is just a ceramic Daytona in precious metal with a funny dial. There's no more value in this than any other Daytona, but it's still worth north of $300,000. Insane watch. RM55 Baba. This guy doesn't about. Still today, one of my favorite watches ever created by Richard Mille. In general, one of my favorite watches of all time. The Richard Mille RM055 Bubba Watson started production in 2012. This was released in 2012. That's 13 years ago. Bubba Watson being one of the best golfers in the world ever, this watch was built to resist the forces that golfers create. The movement actually hangs in the watch. It's connected by 4 points in the case. I believe 4 points. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Meaning that it is literally floating in the case. It's insane. What a watch. Still worth about $300,000, if not more, maybe even $350,000. It is an insane watch that I still have on my bucket list. I must say, Marcus' collection is absolutely insane. Part of the last Patek Philippe he's wearing, because that's a girl's watch. The 5062. It's insane, but it's a girl's watch. A rose gold Aquanaut, factory set with baguettes. No, it's not my type of watch. It's worth about $250,000 though. Marcus, I would love to have a chat with you about watches, or shall we even make a video together?
We'll come to Barcelona.
I'm more than happy to come to Barcelona and make a video with you about your cars and about your watches. Let's make this happen, Marcus. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Nearly 2 million subscribers as well. And Johnny Man is back.
Yes.
Bye.